Senzo Meyiwa, the beloved goalkeeper for South Africa's national football team. Bafana Bafana in the Orlando Pirates club was tragically shot dead on October 26. The incident occurred at the home of his then-girlfriend, singer Kelly Khumalo, in Vosloorus, Gauteng. His death sent shockwaves throughout South Africa and beyond, leading to a highly publicized investigation and court case that has spanned over a decade. The trial has since attracted significant national attention due to its high-profile nature and the enduring questions surrounding the circumstances of his death. This essay explores the latest developments in the trial as of July 2025, focusing on the recent conclusion of the state's case and the defense's response, as well as the broader implications for justice and public confidence in South Africa. After nearly 3 years of court proceedings and evidence presentation, the prosecution officially closed its case on July 20. The state's case was built upon a combination of witness testimonies, forensic evidence, and investigative reports, all aiming to establish a clear narrative of what transpired on the night Meyiwa was killed. Among the key witnesses were forensic experts, police officers involved in the investigation, and ballistic specialists who provided detailed accounts of the physical evidence. The prosecution's argument challenged earlier claims that the shooting was the result of a botched robbery, instead positing that the killing was a contract murder orchestrated with intent. Cell phone records and forensic analyses formed part of the state's effort to link the 5 accused men to the crime. The state prosecutor, Advocate George Beloyi, formally announced the conclusion of the state's evidence, marking a significant milestone in the trial. He stated, "That concludes the leading of the evidence for the state, and we close the state's case." This development means that the court will now turn its attention to the defense team's response and strategy. In response, the defense, led by Advocate Charles Manisi, indicated their intention to apply for the dismissal of all charges against the accused. This legal maneuver is known as a Section 1005 discharge application under South African criminal procedure law, which allows a court to acquit an accused if the evidence presented by the prosecution is insufficient to justify continuing with the trial. Advocate Manisi requested a postponement to prepare this application thoroughly, highlighting the defense's argument that the state has failed to present compelling and credible evidence to support a conviction. The court granted this postponement, signaling that the upcoming weeks will be critical in determining whether the accused will be discharged or whether the trial will proceed with the defense presenting its case. The Section 1005 discharge application carries significant legal and procedural implications. If the court finds merit in the defense's request and concludes that the evidence is indeed insufficient, the accused will be acquitted, bringing an end to the trial. On the other hand, if the court denies the application, the trial will continue, and the defense will have the opportunity to present their own witnesses and evidence in support of their clients. This decision could potentially extend the length of the trial further, adding to the complexity and emotional strain for all parties involved. Beyond the courtroom, the Senzo Meyiwa trial has sparked wide public and media interest throughout South Africa. National media outlets have covered every twist and turn, broadcasting updates and analyses to a captivated audience. Public sentiment remains deeply invested in the pursuit of justice for Meyiwa and his family, reflecting the emotional connection many South Africans feel toward the late sports icon. While there is widespread hope for a swift and fair resolution, there is also growing frustration over the prolonged nature of the proceedings and the numerous delays that have characterized the trial. Some members of the public have voiced concerns about whether the justice system is adequately equipped to handle high-profile cases efficiently and transparently. The extended timeline of the trial has undoubtedly placed pressure on the South African judiciary and highlighted challenges within the criminal justice system. The case has become a litmus test for the system's capacity to deliver justice in cases involving public figures and sensitive circumstances. Many see the trial as not just about the fate of the accused, but also as a broader reflection on issues such as police investigation standards, forensic capabilities, and prosecutorial effectiveness. The outcome will likely have lasting implications for public confidence in the justice system and its perceived ability to uphold the rule of law. In conclusion, the recent developments in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial mark an important turning point. The state's closure of its case and the defense's forthcoming Section 174 discharge application bring the trial to a critical juncture. The court's decision on this application will shape the future direction of the case, potentially leading to acquittals or the continuation of the trial with the defense's active participation. Throughout this process, the trial remains emblematic of the challenges faced by South Africa's criminal justice system in navigating complex, high-profile cases. As the nation watches closely, the resolution of the trial will not only address the specific charges against the accused, but also contribute to ongoing discussions about justice, accountability, and the rule of law in South Africa. The hope among many remains that justice will be served swiftly and fairly, honoring the memory of Senzo Meyiwa and providing closure to his family and the public.